हमारे ये अंतर्राष्ट्रीय परिषद के आज के इस दूसरे सत्र में मैं आप सभी का स्वागत करता हूं। आज हमारे साथ हमारे जो रिसोर्स पर्सन हैं डॉक्टर जीपी प्रसाद सर जुड़े हुए हैं। मैं सर का स्वागत करता हूं। और जीपी प्रसाद सर जो है वर्तमान में प्रभारी निदेशक है नेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ इंडियन मेडिकल हेरिटेज हैदराबाद तेलंगाना में। सर का आयुर्वेद में जो पढ़ाई हुआ उसमें उन्होंने मास्टर्स किया था बीएचयू से वाराणसी से। बाद में उनका पीएचडी जो है एनटीआर यूनिवर्सिटी से हुआ। उसके बाद में उन्होंने कई सारी जगह पर जो है अलग अलग कार्य किए हैं। रिसर्च ऑफिसर, असिस्टेंट डायरेक्टर, अभी निदेशक, प्रभारी निदेशक के रूप में वो कार्यरत है। कई सारे रिसर्च पेपर्स और ये हुए हैं। इनको यंग साइंटिस्ट अवार्ड भी प्राप्त हुआ 2016 में ही। उसके बाद में एकेडमिक लीडरशिप के रूप में भी वो कार्यरत है। मैं विशेष तौर पर ये जो बायोडाटा प्रिंटेड है उससे ज्यादा उनके साथ व्यक्तिगत जो अनुभव रहा है वो जरूर साझा करना चाहूंगा। हर क्षेत्र में आदमी का एक जो अपना पैशन होता है कि हम जिस क्षेत्र में कार्यरत है उसमें कुछ नया ढूंढने का, हमारा जो भी हेरिटेज है गांव-गांव में जहां भी जाते हैं, किसी यूनिवर्सिटी में, किसी स्टेट में मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट ढूंढना। आयुर्वेद के मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट्स मिलते हैं, सर का फोन आ जाता है, यहाँ ऐसे ऐसे कलेक्शंस है, हम डिजिटाइज करेंगे क्या मिलकर के, इसको कुछ लोगों तक ले जाना है, रिसर्चर्स तक ले जाना है। यानी सिर्फ पद पर नहीं बैठे बल्कि उस पद का लिए वो पैशन जो है ना, और आगे चल करके, यानी एक तरफ ड्यूटी है, दूसरी तरफ अपना रिसर्च भी है। सर अभी वर्तमान में जो काम कर रहे हैं सभी लड़कियों के लिए बड़ी खुशी की ये बात है। सर अभी जो है हमारा स्किन का ब्यूटी जो है उसको बढ़ाने के लिए काम कर रहे हैं। उसके बारे में यूनिक मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट जो उन्होंने ढूंढा हुआ है, अभी कुछ ही दिन में उनकी किताब भी पब्लिश हो जाएगी। हमारे धरोहर में इस विषय के बारे में जो लिखा गया है उसको दुनिया के सामने लाने का वो प्रयास कर रहे हैं। लगभग 2007 से मैं 2007-8 से मैं नेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट से जुड़ा था। उस समय इसका नाम अलग था, इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ मेडिकल हेरिटेज, जो उस्मानिया यूनिवर्सिटी हैदराबाद में था। उस समय मैं आंध्र प्रदेश गवर्नमेंट ओरिएंटल रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट हैदराबाद में ही कार्यरत था। उस समय से जुड़ा हुआ हूँ। जो हमारी पूरी एक टीम थी, और तेलंगाना, महाराष्ट्र, उस समय का यूनाइटेड तेलंगाना, आंध्रा और कर्नाटक के बॉर्डर्स, और जहां भी जाएंगे वहां के हमारी मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट्स की हेरिटेज को, स्पेसिफिकली आयुर्वेदा या आयुष ऐसा हम शब्द प्रयोग करेंगे, तो इसकी हेरिटेज को दुनिया के सामने लाने का सर प्रयास कर रहे हैं। हमें खुशी है कि ऐसे व्यक्ति के साथ हम भी जुड़े हुए हैं। आज का उनका जो विषय है हेरिटेज ऑफ आयुर्वेदा इन इंडिया, ये आपके लिए भी हमारे लिए भी जरूरी है, क्योंकि हमारे आसपास भी बहुत सारे तिबेटियन मेडिकल प्रैक्टिसेस से लेकर के हमारी भारतीय यानी हिमाचल की अपनी हेरिटेज प्रैक्टिसेस कल भी हमने कुछ देखी। कैसे निकोलस रोरिच रशिया से आकर के हमारे यहाँ पर हमारे प्लांट्स के ऊपर काम किए हैं। कल म्यूजियम में हमने देखा था नगर में। तो सर वर्तमान में हम कुल्लू में बैठे हैं, यहाँ पे पनरसा नाम का जो प्लेस है। मैं विनती करता हूँ सर से कि कृपया आज के हमारे सत्र की शुरुआत करें।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद भुजंगराव बोबडे जी। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई वुड लाइक टू एक्सप्रेस माय gratefulness for inviting me for this international seminar, both physical and online mode. I am very thankful to Heritage Foundation Director Dr. Bhujangarao Bobde जी। बोबडे जी मेरे बारे में बताया, हम दोनों जो साथ में बहुत काम किए थे। So I would like to give a brief about heritage of Ayurveda in India. I welcome all the dignitaries, all the scholars of this international seminar for this presentation. So heritage of Ayurveda in India. So I would like to tell through manuscripts or inscriptions and archaeological evidences, how can we see the heritage of Ayurveda? So now I am working in National Institute of Indian Medical Heritage, one of the peripheral institutes of Central Council for Research in Ayurvedic Sciences, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India. This is our building at Hyderabad. So if you see the main mandate itself of NIIMH, literary research and documentation, revival and retrieval of the text from ancient manuscripts and rare books, search and collection of information, descriptive notes, editing and publication of rare medical manuscripts, books on Ayush, digitization, documentation, exploration of unpublished Ayush related works, Ayurvedic encyclopedia, museum on history of medicine, referral library on Ayush systems of medicine and modern medicine. We are maintaining Ayush research portal. We are maintaining Sahi portal. I will tell about Sahi portal, Amar portal. And we are also maintaining certain scales also, Swasthya assessment scale, Prakriti assessment scale. So anybody can identify their own Prakriti. Through these scales, we are maintaining a Namaste portal. Through this Namaste portal, we are giving the equivalents of all Ayurvedic terminology to ICD-10 and ICD-11 platform. We are also maintaining a huge library exclusively dedicated for Indian systems of medicine and allopathy. We are having near about 20,000 books. Among them, near about 6,000 are very rarest of rare books we are having. So all our institute library catalog is kept under NIIMH. So anybody can see the first page of the book and they can see the details of the book. And if they want to come and see that book directly, from which rack it is available directly, they can see and they can come over here. They can locate the manuscript or their book and they can go through it. So it is useful for scholars. Another thing, documentation and presentation of local health traditions, including medico-ethnobotanical claims from survey and tribal healthcare research program. This is another important project which has been taken up by this institute. We are collecting all the local health traditions, tribal folklore claims. So far this institute has collected near about 1.5 lakh claims, and we are going to develop a portal for this. So anybody can see, for example, if you want to know about NIIMH, how many claims are there? At a glance, they can have the folklore claims all over India, how many claims are available. So like this, along with this, this institute is also working as WHO Peripheral Center for Traditional Medicine, inclusion of Ayurvedic and other Ayush terminology as per ICD-11. And this institute has also got one of the important projects like a Center of Excellence from Ministry of Ayush for documentation and publication. So this is briefly about our work schedule, how we are maintaining the Ayurvedic heritage through multiple activities. So this institute has digitized so many manuscripts from two main portals. One is Amar and another one is CDCMR. If we want to tell the Ayurvedic heritage, the main presumption is our heritage lies in Ayurvedic manuscripts, and unpublished manuscripts we have to publish. Thereby the people can know about our Ayurvedic heritage. This is one form. Another form, we believe that Ayurveda has come from Vedas. That is also, it has been considered as the Upaveda of Atharvana Veda. And we can see many passive references across all our Indian historical documents like Puranas and epics. And all those places also you can get the passive Ayurvedic references. So I have already told you while telling the previous slide, we use it to search and collect the information and descriptive notes from other Puranas, Itihasas and other literature also. So that is also our mandate of the institute. So first we will go through how our heritage can be protected through Ayurvedic manuscripts. Wonderful work has been taken up by Heritage Foundation. They are digitizing many manuscripts. So we are doing digitization, cataloging exclusively on Ayush manuscripts, especially Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha and Naturopathy. Now we have enhanced our target to Sova Rigpa and even for the Tibetan medicine also. So wherever that medical manuscripts are available, we are getting the information. Then we approach those people, we request them to allow us to digitize. We will digitize those things and we will provide a copy, and we will prepare the descriptive catalog of that particular manuscript under 44 columns. So including about the manuscript, what content is there? So which Ayurvedic subject it belongs or which Unani subject it belongs. So everything will be written in that catalog, and that catalog will be published by the name of the repository. For example, we have got manuscripts from Heritage Foundation. Then we will publish the catalog, descriptive catalog by the name of Ayurvedic manuscripts available at Heritage Foundation. Descriptive catalog of Ayurvedic manuscripts available at Heritage Foundation. Like that we will publish, thereby the people can know what medical manuscripts Heritage Foundation is having. Like that we are approaching different people. So far we have approached more than 200 universities, archaeological museums, various centers. So we have collaboration also. We have collaboration with Calicut University. We have collaboration with the Central Sanskrit University. We are having collaboration and MOUs with the Heritage Foundation. Like that, wherever the possibility is there, wherever that manuscripts are there, we are approaching them, we are reaching them, and we are collecting the manuscripts, and we are digitizing, and we are cataloging. Thereby we can know how many unpublished manuscripts are there, whether they are complete, whether they are incomplete. So what is the content, what is the script, what is the language, how many scholars we have to engage, whether it is easy or how much difficult it is having. See, so many scripts are there, so much of languages are there. So you are protecting that script and language by digitizing. Once you are transcribing in the same script, again you are protecting that script and you are giving life to that manuscript. Then you are translating it or transliterating to Devanagari or common Indian scripts, thereby translating it to either Hindi or English, which is known by all the people throughout India or over the globe itself. That is the protection of the heritage and taking the advantage of our expert team. Like some Bhattalitu manuscripts will be there, some Tamil manuscripts will be there, Telugu manuscripts will be there. There are variety of languages and scripts belonging to different medical treatises. So, like this we are doing. This is a brief about Amar Ayush Manuscripts Advanced Repository. You can go through our institute website also, niimh.nic.in. I will show our inscript website also in this lecture. You can go through our Amar portal also. So near about through this project, we have digitized near about 3,000 manuscripts. Later, we have taken up the same project under CDCAMR. There we have digitized near about again 2,500 to 2,600 manuscripts. Altogether, we are having near about 6,000 digital copies of Ayurvedic manuscripts, near about 1,400 Unani, and near about 400 Siddha. So you can see how a manuscript looks like. This is Basvaraj, the complete manuscript we are having. So through these manuscripts, we have published first in the same script, and that is Telugu. Next we have translated to Hindi, and even we have translated to English. Like this, the work will be taken up. So you can see one Unani manuscript and its publication through our institute. So you can see different palm leaf manuscripts of Tamil script, Oriya script, Malayalam script, Telugu script. So as per National Manuscript Mission, there are near about 1.5 lakh medical manuscripts available in India. The number may be more than 1.5 lakh. It may be double or more than that if you consider the individual protectors also, individual manuscript holders also. So you can see paper manuscripts. You can see here. So now we are considering that we are protecting the heritage, we are publishing the books. If you see the history also, before independence and after the independence, so from 1870 or 1880s, when the first printing presses have come, Ayurvedic scholars vigorously tried to publish the literature, publish the manuscripts. So you can see 1895 published Asva Vaidika Shastra of Jayadatta in Telugu script. So they have translated the entire Sanskrit text to Telugu language. So Moola is in Telugu script, but the language is Sanskrit, whereas they have given the Telugu translation also. Like that, you can see the Gurumukhu manuscripts also. There are rare published book in 1897, the Veerasimhavaloka under the Bombay Press. So like this, you can see many images of rare books of Anupana Darpana, Agastya Prokta Vaidya Shastra, some 1916s, 1920s, even 1926 Chakradatta of Telugu. So There are freedom fighters, there are Ayurvedic doctors who strived hard for publishing the literature and making the literature available to the Ayurvedic scholars and even to the common man also. So you can see some journals also. Journals before independence. So Arogya Journal, Arogyamu, this is a journal in Telugu, and Sri Dhanvantari Journal in Telugu, Andhra Homeopathic Journal in Telugu. So 1914, this Arogya Journal. You can see, so the people are working from the centuries together to protect our heritage, to bring back our heritage to common man and to the researchers, to the scholars. So we are continuing that legacy. You can see so many people are protecting manuscripts through various libraries. There are so many private people. There are so many government organizations. Even though there are very little funds, little manpower available, they are working vigorously. You can see even heritage foundations also, how many people are there, how much work they are doing. So these are some manuscript libraries. I visited even Dharmasthala Manuscript Library, wonderfully maintained. Like that, so many manuscript libraries also we have visited. So along with the manuscript, there are several rare books and periodicals on Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha, Homeopathy, which were published before 1960s, even before 1900 also I have shown you. So these are all some other Vaidya Kaustuba, 1928, Charaka Telugu, 1920. So earlier, with the available books, why this is needed? I am telling to you, there is Drugs and Cosmetic Act in Ayurveda. So only 50 books of Ayurveda, near about 40 books of Unani are there in Drugs and Cosmetic Act. So if a person want to develop an Ayurvedic formulation without doing preclinical studies, they can take up the medicines directly which are available in this Drugs and Cosmetic Act. Now what this institute and what we have done from 2013, I am trying vigorously to increase this Drugs and Cosmetic Act books. So from 40, now it is going to become 220. So you imagine, there are like the books like Vastuguna Deepika, which is near about 1500 pages, near about having more than 1500 drugs. So if all these drugs comes under Drugs and Cosmetic Act, they can be taken up for different formulations. Multiple research organizations will take up different types of researches. So once these books were published, they were included in a Drugs and Cosmetic Act. It will enhance our Ayurvedic pharmacopoeia, Ayurvedic formulary. So for your surprise, I am telling, even TKDL has documented many Ayurvedic Unani Siddha textbooks. So there are near about 1 lakh, more than 1 lakh Ayurvedic formulations documented by TKDL, more than 1 lakh Unani formulations. So in one formulation, there might be some 10 to 20 drugs. In one drug, there might be so many molecules. So if we want to do research in Indian systems of medicine, how much data we are having, how much heritage we are having, everybody should think these things. So from our institute, we have provided 70 books to this Drugs and Cosmetic Act. Among them, from Telugu state itself, 30 books are going to be included in a Drugs and Cosmetic Act. So this is our pride, and we are protecting heritage in such a manner. You can see Unani books. Many people might not be knowing. Long back in 1950s itself, a Unani book has been translated Ilajul Golba into Telugu. So nobody knows this. So people have tried vigorously. Ananda Kanda, you can see, this is also one of the wonderful book which was published and which was translated to Tamil. And Yoga Chikitsa, you can see 1923. So like this, many books were published. So through our institute, in our catalog, we are giving physical, we are giving textual, we are giving different headings. Under 7 headings, 44 fields of data we are providing through our descriptive catalog. We have published 2 major descriptive catalogs. Now all these descriptive catalogs are available online. Freely anybody can access through our portal. So for example, if you take a manuscript, it will look like this. So technical, author beginning sentence, author ending sentence, colophon, physical properties, how many lines are there, how it looks, whether it is damaged, how in what condition it is, whether it is complete, incomplete, published or unpublished. And the important thing is about the manuscripts. So for example, about this manuscript, it has been mentioned, the name suggests it as a famous Nigantu of Draviguna, who classified the drugs according to the tastes, Abhidhana Ratnamala. So, but this manuscript appears to deal with the medicinal formulations and drugs of Ayurveda. Drugs like Chiravidari, Samudra Lavana, etc. are also mentioned in this manuscript. Like that, a brief description about the manuscript has been given. You can see different manuscripts and their descriptive catalog. You can see about Characharya. This is rare book. So for manuscript, we have given 44 fields. For a rare book, which was published before 1960 or before where we don't have any publication issues, those are also we are giving the details of the rare book under 18 columns, including about the published book also. Like this, we have collected so many, even journals also. So each journal issue we will take, and in that journal, what is the content? What are the headings are there? So in journals also, so many books have been translated and published in series. So we should consider journals also as our heritage. So if you see the varieties of the manuscripts, you can see Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha, Yoga, Jyotisha, so many others. If you see the language and scripts combinations also, there are Arabic and Persian, Awadh and Magadhi, Bengali, Hindi and Sanskrit, Malayalam, Marathi and Abang, Marathi and Magadhi. So you can see Modi, Marathi, Persian, Sanskrit, Hindi, Telugu, Tamil. Even now we have collected through our CDCMR project, even Gurumukh, Vraj, even Vatelutu, Grantha. So many varieties of manuscripts with different medical systems we have covered. So this is a brief note about the recent project, how many we have collected. So you can see here, rare books we have collected near about 3,000 under second project. So we have collected near about 2,1884. So near about 6,000 manuscripts collection we are having. All these manuscripts copies can be utilized for the preparation of the critical editions. Even the books have been published. We can go for critical editions, variants we can take up. And there are near about, out of these 6,000, you can expect at least 400 unpublished manuscripts. You imagine 400 unpublished manuscripts. To transcribe it, how many scholars we need, how much of workshops we can conduct, how many new scholars will come, to whom we can give the training to learn those scripts, to work on those manuscripts. And immediately it will give the results. It is not as such as Sahitya. So all these are scientific manuscripts, which immediately will give a result. I am telling, even Sahitya is also having its own impact. But considering the medical manuscripts, it will have immediate impact. So these are the manuscripts collected under the second project in the same manner. So you can see we are having near about Mruga Ayurveda 27 manuscripts, Vriksha Ayurveda 1, Siddha 64, Unani 3, Jain 1, Yoga Shastra 25. So we have, while collecting some other manuscripts also we have collected. Krushi manuscript also we have collected one. So you can see Sanskrit, Malayalam, Hindi, Tamil, Manipravalam, Braj, Dogri, Telugu, Odia, Marathi, Tulu, combinations. Not only this, even we have found so many Vatalitu, so many what you call Bengali, so many Maithili manuscripts from Prayagraj, which have not been included in this list. So you can see here, Vatalitu, Tamil, Odia, Bangla, Maithili, Telugu, combinations. So you can see we have approached so many people. We requested them to convince a manuscript repository is not that much easy. So we convinced them. Some online we have collected. So you can see the manuscript from Central Sanskrit University through MOU. We have huge collection. So these are the lists, state-wise bifurcation, palm leaf and paper manuscripts. So rare books also, digitized total rare books, cataloged. So some unpublished manuscripts so far which we have identified, you can see the titles also, Himmat Prakasha, Vaidya Manohara, Bhojana Vidhi, Rasa Kautuhala, Rasaraja Shiromani. All these are not available elsewhere. So we are going to transcribe all these things through our Center of Excellence project. We kept a target of publishing or transcribing near about 100 manuscripts within 3 years. That is our huge target. We need scholars from India of different scripts, who knows different scripts, different languages, who have the passion to work on those scripts. We are going to train them through workshops, and later we will provide the manuscripts to them. So you can see one Vishahara on toxicology itself, we are having 144 manuscripts. Okay. Pages we have given, even that Tunjan manuscript library is having Marma manuscripts. There many manuscripts on Vishachikis are available. So you can see near about, we have identified so far near about 150. So once catalog has been completed, the number may increase to near about 300 to 400. So Malayalam manuscripts also we are giving, Marathi manuscripts also we are giving here the list. You can see. How many pages are there also we have given. So another project which I have told you, Center of Excellence projects. So through this also we are doing the digitization, transcription, transliteration, publication of Ayush manuscripts and rare books, upgradation of our medical heritage library, upgradation of medical heritage museum, capacity building center for human resource development in Ayush medical heritage. We are planning to run a certificate course on history of medicine, on Indian medical heritage. So it will also start within 2 or 3 months. Like that also we are protecting our heritage. So as I told you, so we consider our heritage lies in manuscripts. So along with these manuscripts, there is another important thing which we are not considering so far. Now we have gone through that portal also. You see, manuscripts are, even though we are having many unpublished manuscripts, if you take it as a evidence, manuscripts are secondary evidence. Manuscripts of today are replicas. To support these secondary evidences, archaeological studies give primary evidence. These can link Ayurvedic textual content to primary evidence and fill the gap, very useful in writing evidence-based history and proving our medical heritage. So for this, the institute has started a different project by the name of Sahi, showcasing of Ayurvedic historical imprints. So if you see, if you compare our medical heritage to the world medical heritage, there are papyrus which have been dates back to 1600 BC. They proudly say they are having the primary evidence in the form of papyrus or a paper. So we are having these primary evidences in the form of inscriptions. Those inscriptions engraved on stones, those inscriptions engraved on copper plates, those inscriptions engraved on temple walls, those inscriptions engraved on pillars, stone pillars. So this institute has collected 273 such important and major inscriptions and 672 supportive secondary inscriptions. So in comparison of world 10 to 12 papyrus, we are having in our India more than 1,000, near about 1,000 primary evidences, which we can proudly say this is our heritage. So I have already told you, I will show the portal in the last 10 minutes about the Sahi and all those things. So just this was launched in 2021, this portal by Honorable our Ayush Minister. So how our portal looks like, this is our showcase of Ayurvedic historical imprints portal. So you can see we are having artifacts 2, cave inscriptions 10, copper plate 68. All these are the Ayurvedic medical inscriptions. Excavation sites 10, pillar inscriptions 28, stone pillar 10, stone 55. We are having sculptures, we are having rock, stone tablet, stone wall of the temple, rock edicts, even archaeological sites. Like this, we are having many primary evidences related to Ayurveda. So coming to the supportive documents, so you can see artifacts 3, cave 2, copper plate 57, and manuscript 1, pillar 9, and stone wall of the temple. We are having near about 561 supporting inscriptions. These are mainly having the descriptions about various prasada. How many dates were used? How many Ayurvedic herbs were used in the preparation of those prasadas? Many kings have donated such a huge amount for the preparation of the prasada and how it should be prepared, how many people it should be provided, why it should be provided. Everything was engraved on the stone walls of the temples. Like this, we have many, even we are having some informations about the herbs, medicinal herbs. We are having information about the what you call construction of medicinal plant gardens. For example, Jivaka Ravana, a mango garden donated to Jivaka, which is available in Bihar. So like that, we are having many supporting inscriptions also. So objective of Sahi, Sahi presents a virtual collection of primary evidence on Ayurveda through various inscriptions found on pillars, caves, stones, copper plates, and stone walls of the temple. It also exhibits archaeological references such as prehistoric sites, sculptures depicting medical techniques, paleopathological artifacts, which gives disease descriptions, which may give some botanical sources also, which supports usage of like haritake, usage of so many grains in ancient times in India for both diet and for the diseases also. So now many archaeological people are seeing the excavation sites. They are going through the what you call inscriptions, but many people do not know how scientifically these asanas have been mentioned in Indian literature. So how should you make a sasana? How should you make a medical any inscription? What you have to do before engraving on the stone? You have to do the homework. How it should be, how precisely it should be. There you cannot write the entire text of a manuscript. There the content will be very precise. Like today we are giving a gadget notification. Today we are giving an award to a what you call like Padma awards we are providing to a scholar. So you should consider an inscription. In an inscription, if any person name has come, you should consider it during that period. That person is so much important to that kingdom. He is so much noble person. His contribution to society is achieved like today's Padma award. If any Padma award has been given by the Prime Minister or Indian government, we consider that person has contributed so much to that particular science. In such a way, this asanas has been written. So why this asana has to be written? There are scholars who engraves on the stones, who can write properly on the stones, who can write properly on the copper plates. So there are so many references in Methachari, in what you call, you can see in Vachaspatya, how Sasana should be, how it should be written, how precisely it should be written. In Yajnavalkya Smriti, it has been written. In Kautilya Ardhasastra, it has been written. In Raja Tarangani. So many things have been written. The term Sasana indicates a royal edict or command issued by a king, embodying the authority of a monarch. and carrying the weight of the royal decrees, Sasana an order, a royal edict, any royal record, a charter, a land or village granted by charter, rent-free land. Or there are so many types of sasanas. So in coming slides, I will say briefly. So in under all these types of sasanas, Ayurvedic inscriptions are available. That is the beauty of Ayurvedic medical heritage of India. So method of composing. The inscription, whether on cloth or copper plate, should display the Rajamudra, how it should be. So the king should then begin by detailing the lineage. Who is giving? There should be some brief description about the donor, about the king, who is engraving on the stone. So in Mithashtra, the inscription must clearly outline the details of the donational arrangements. It should be very brief. So the Mithashtra, as explained by Acharya Chanakya, details the essentials attributes of the inscription. So it should have a sequential meaning. It should have contextual connection, wholeness, elegance, benevolence, clarity. So these characters should be there. Now you can come to an idea why these inscriptions are so important in Indian history, how they are going to bridge the gap of the Itihasa or our Ayurvedic Itihasa, Ayurvedic heritage. So I told you there are so many types of sasana. Dharma sasana, Raja sasana. So they have given which has been considered as Raja sasana, which is Vijay sasana, which is Dana sasana, which is Sila sasana, which is Graha sasana, which is Vana sasana, Yuddha sasana, Vishaya sasana, Pataka sasana, Sthavira sasana, Avadana sasana. Like this, so many types of sasanas have been mentioned. So under almost all these categories, different types of Ayurvedic inscriptions are available. There might be highlighting a physician, there might be establishment of an hospital, there might be donation of the medicines, there might be tax-free hospital maintenance, tax-free for a physician, for his noble services. There are inscriptions about telling how many types of Ashtanga Ayurveda. There might be descriptions about the surgeon. There are descriptions about the toxicological, means who treats the poisonous patients. So you can see varieties of sasanas. So all over world, during those period, nowhere such a multi-speciality Ayurvedic heritage was available. Medical heritage was available, except in India. So all these are today also available through inscriptions. They are the Sajiva Shaksha, means live testimonies for the world. If they want to see, they can come over here, they can see. Not only in India. So Ayurveda has been transferred to the surrounding countries also, neighboring countries also. That time, those are the part of Akhanda Bharata. For example, in Cambodia, there are inscriptions which tells about Ayurveda. Nepal, there are inscriptions tells about Ayurveda. There is no doubt Bangladesh and Pakistan are the part of India during that period. So those are also having the inscriptions on Ayurveda. So how this Ayurveda has been spread? So everything you can see through these inscriptions, through this heritage. So common source of inscription: stones and rock surfaces, copper plates, temples and monuments, coins, cave walls, seals, birch bark manuscripts, sculptures. So you can see some sculptures. Some sculptures will tell about the delivery. Some sculptures tells about the various yoga postures. So like this, so many things have been mentioned. Excavation sites, you have seen so many excavation sites which tells about Ayurveda. So Sahi mission is to illuminate the rich history of Ayurveda by bringing together tangible evidence from ancient inscriptions and artifacts. This portal, so far we are having 945 artifacts. Initially we thought for a year we can collect at least 50. So by God's grace and the team spirit, our team has collected more than our target within 3 years. We have reached near about 945. Among them, even 273 primary medical evidence. rich support, and we got 672 supporting medical evidences also. Sahi portal integrates data from primary sources like inscriptions on Ayurvedic physicians, surgeons, hospitals, and medicine donations. Supporting evidences are other data collected on plants and diet that support the primary evidences of existing Ayurvedic practices. So we have collected so many personally. So the main motto is we use it to verify the Archaeological Survey of India books and various what you call archaeological textbooks of different states. Normally, archaeological people primary motto will be about considering the lineage, considering the king. Okay, so their motto is entirely different. They might have not concentrated on the medical heritage. So our motto is from that archaeological data, wherever that medicine or Ayurvedic related data is available, first we use it to collect, we use it to go through this literature, then we will identify that sites. So how much we can make the tools to reach the primary evidences and to take the original photographs. So our team has visited near about 53 places in different tours. You can see the total list covering all over India, right from Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Andhra, Karnataka we get huge heritage. Bhubaneswar, I personally visited. Among these 53 places, near about 50 places were visited by me. So we have that passion. We are very happy when seeing that literature. I am telling to you, there are some inscriptions which are rewriting our Ayurvedic history, Ayurvedic Itihasa subject itself. I will briefly describe all these things. To describe this project entirely, it takes a lot of time. So within the given time, I would like to cover all these things. So you can see how the Ayurveda has been spread from India to Nepal, India to Myanmar, India to Bangladesh, Thailand, Cambodia, in India, Pakistan, even Netherlands also we found one inscription. So you can see state-wise also bifurcation. So far, whatever we have collected, we have given here brief. Karnataka highest, next to Tamil Nadu. So even we have to cover many more. So I, on behalf of this international seminar, I would like to request you people also, if you come across any such data which tells about a physician, a surgeon, establishment of a hospital, many Buddhist sites are having their inscriptions which tells about the donation of the medicines, which tells about the establishment of hospitals like that. So if you have any such reference, you can inform us. We will make a tour and we will collect. In the same manner, if you people come across any medical manuscript, whether it might be Tibetan, it might be Ayurveda, it might be Sovarikpa, it might be Unani. So we are ready to go and collect those things. Ultimately, our aim is to publish that and to make the content available, and it should reach the doorsteps of the common people through research. So you can see some types of, we have given certain through AI developed coins also, how it will look. Rajasasana, royal proclamations, governance, taxation, and public welfare. So we found near about 50 inscriptions related to Rajasasana. For example, Nandipillar inscription of Andhra, Malkapuram inscription, which tells about the general hospital and a maternity hospital establishment during 12th century AD. Vavilkor inscription, it refers to the incorporation of Ashtangas, Yama, Niyama, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, and Japa, with the purpose of safeguarding health and warding of diseases. Dana Sasana, documentation granting resources to support religion and charity. So under this, there are so many Dana Sasanas which were donated to the physicians. Physicians' donations are also mentioned. Some physicians who are rich in wealth, they also donated so many things to the poor and needy people. Those are also engraved. In some places, the physicians are in the status of the Samanta Raja, subordinate king status. In some places, the physicians are the chief ministers. They are the rulers. They supported the king for more than 40 years. They supported many generations of the kings also. So such a great heritage we are having. Our Ayurvedic doctors are the in key positions of the society. So number of inscriptions, Dana Sasana, you can find near about 87. Jairampur plates of Gopachandra, donation of medicines for the Buddhist community. These are some examples we have given. Rajarajeshwara temple inscription, land granted to physician. It regards the land Maruttuva Peru. Vaidya or Vaidya Vritti. So these are the Tamil terms which were mentioned for the grants which were given to the physicians, enjoyed by the physicians for their medical services in the villages of Arapur, Inganadu. So like this, Silasasana, we got near about 5 Silasasana, edicts outlining societal codes and ethical guidelines. Some examples, Pottapi inscription. This was found in Andhra Pradesh. I have gone there. Wonderful inscription. So it tells about a veterinary physician who has been equated to Sahadeva of Virat Raja. So Sahadeva was famous for safeguarding the animals. Like that, he used to treat the cattle. So next, Graha Sasana, directives on city governance, infrastructure and sanitation. We found near about 4 inscriptions. Some examples, inscription at Gomukteswara temple, destitute and those studying medicine, grammar, etc. So even there is description about the teachings of Ayurveda. So colleges of Ayurveda, for that also donations have been mentioned. Avadana Sasana, inscriptions with moral tales and exemplary behavior. Number 30, Saidapur inscription. Wonderful inscription which was engraved on near about 6 meters a single stone near to Hyderabad, 60 kilometers. It tells total inscription was engraved about a famous surgeon by the name of royal physician Agalaya. He served 3 generations of the kings. He has been given the subordinate king status. He had been given the honorific names like Naravaidya Ratnakara, Pranacharya, and it has been mentioned Ayurvedic doctors from all over India come there, learn the skill of surgery to relieve their doubts in Ayurvedic medicine. So he is basically a Jain. He is basically a Jain but practiced surgery. By the name of Agalaya, there is a hill in Warangal town itself. He has been given such a honor by the name of Agalaya. Agalaya hill is as and yet also available in Warangal. So with this document, we have provided even in a court case that Ayurvedic doctors used to do surgery from 12th century AD to provide our medical heritage. I will show those inscriptions. These are the coins. These are the types of inscriptions. Even prasadas we are having, inscriptions about plants we are having, inscriptions on yoga we are having. I will go very fast because only 15 minutes time is there. So I will try to cover all these things to give you a brief introduction about our Ayurvedic primary evidences. So you can see so many kingdoms also where these sasanas have been Maurya, Western Kshatrapas. I am very poor on history and archaeology. I am an Ayurvedic doctor, but with passion, I learned something. I tried to compile all those things to make it understood by all the archaeological people or the contemporary scholars also, like Satavahanas, Andhra Ichwaku, Western Ganga, Vishnu Kundali. So we got medical inscriptions of all these what you call kingdoms or kings. These lineages, Chalukyasu, Pallavasu, Chalukyas of Vemulavada, Pala, Chola. So you can see Rashtrakuta, Western Chalukya, Eastern Ganga, Hoysala, Vijayanagara, Yadava, Kondavidu Reddy. So like this. So I will show you certain major inscriptions of establishment of Ayurvedic hospitals. So you can see this is a inscription near about, I think it is near about the 2nd century, a Nagarjuna inscription, which was acquired from Nagarjuna Konda, now which is under the Nagarjuna Sagar project. So it mentions the chief monastery, a Buddhistic monastery, where there was a room for the Vigata Jwaralaya. Vigata Jwaralaya means, so the people, the patients who are freed from the fever, after freed from the fever, after treatment of fever, they will suffer from the what you call debility. So for them, they kept a separate ward. So for that, it was engraved in that stone. There was a separate ward for the Vigata Jwaralaya, Vigata Jwara patients. So this is about Nagarjuna Konda inscription. So you can see the site also. I will show you certain images also. This is which I told you, Malkapur inscription, which tells about donation of grant by Rani Rudramadevi. Rudramadevi, a Kakatiya ruler, famous in Andhra and Telangana. So she has donated 40 acres of land for maintenance of Prasuti Arogya Sala. Clearly, it was engraved on the stone. This is the stone inscription, single stone inscription near about 4 to 5 meters. I have gone there, near about 250 lines were there. In that, it has been mentioned, Visveswara temple was there, Goraki Mat is there. To that Visveswara temple head, these 40 acres have been donated for establishment of a general hospital and a maternity hospital. In 12th century AD, you imagine where we were during that period. We have separate hospitals for maternity people. This is the what you call inscription, and it's a stamp page, and you can see Nandi pillar inscription. It is also called as a Nandi pillar inscription, Malkapur inscription. Next, coming to the wonderful and most prestigious inscription is Veerachola Hospital, Tirumukada inscription. So the hospital was equipped with, it was engraved. You are seeing the letters, I think. Total wall was engraved. How many lines, how many letters will be there? That is a huge inscription. It records extensive details of the endowment allocated for the hospital maintenance. The hospital was 15-bed inpatient department was there. There was a general physician. His name has been given. Name is, you can see here, Kota Tharaman Aswathama Pathan, a surgeon, 2 male and 2 female attendants, a barber, a waterman. They were compensated with some paddy for each and every position. How much salary has been given were also engraved on this one. The inscription also details free meals for patient and lists various medicinal formulations. So there was a pharmacy. That pharmacy prepares all these medicines like Brahmya, Kadamuburi, Vasa Haritaki, Dasimula Haritaki, Ballataka Haritaki, Gandiram, Bala Kesaranda Thailam, Panchakatela. So many, near about 15 to 16 formulations which were prepared by that pharmacy, which were made available to the patients. Everything was engraved. So nobody can challenge our medical heritage. In 11th, 12th century ADs, if we are having an inpatient department, we are having such a good structure of establishment of hospitals and paying to the doctors, physicians, surgeons. So you can imagine. So this is the temple. You can see the letters on the stamp page. So another wonderful inscription from Cambodia. So in Cambodia, we got inscription of establishment of 108 Ayurvedic hospitals. You imagine. So in that total country itself, the Ayurveda has been spread. Or you can say that Cambodia king was also from India. I don't know the history. But it is clearly mentioned in 11th century AD or 12th century AD, there were establishment of 108 Ayurvedic hospitals. The inscription records that along with medicines, rice and other grains are also provided in the hospital. Like the previous inscription, here also it has been mentioned what medicines have been kept, how much was given to the doctor, how many patients will be given the treatment, how that Beshaja Sugata with Arogya Sala hospital all around his kingdom in order to cure the diseased people. So it gives here about establishment of 108 hospitals. So this is our pride. You can see the inscription. So another inscription, this is in Sri Rangam temple itself. So it clearly tells about establishment of a hospital and one physician, his name was given, how much salary was given was also mentioned in this one. This is from Sri Rangam temple. There is a Dhanvantari temple inside the Sri Ranga temple. Before the Dhanvantari temple, this inscription is available. So establishment of Ayurvedic hospital in Sri Lanka. So you can see the inscription. So I will go briefly. So this is also establishment of a hospital and medicinal plant garden attached to the hospital dispensary in Sri Lanka in 10th century AD. You can see Kaitabeswara temple inscription 1165 AD belongs to Trailokya Malladeva. This is also about the establishment of a hospital. So Machipureshwara temple in Tamil Nadu, it also tells about the establishment of an hospital attached to the Tanjavur temple. So major inscriptions on land granted to physicians, there are I think more than 50 land grants inscriptions are there. Some examples even you can see in a Brihadeswara temple inscription, this one. It tells about the Maruttava Peru is the equivalent to Vaitya Vritti, denoting the land grants to a physician for their medical services. It was mentioned in Tanjavur temple. Okay. So this you can see the temple here in the left side image, you can see the medical, the inscription itself. Parahitacharya. This is wonderful inscription belonging to the Telugu states. So Parahita means they live for the benefit of other people. They won't take any pay from the patients. So they do the free services. And these people are specialized in Visha Chikitsa. So the generations from 12th century to 16th century, there are near about 8 to 9 generations who have been called as Parahita. So there was a story. So initially they have removed a snake is eating a frog. While eating, frog bone has been stuck in the snake mouth. So this first physician has removed that frog bone and he saved the life of a snake. So even they can not harm the snake also. Like that the people behave, the physicians behave. That's why they have been given the name of the Parahita. So these are all the copper plate inscriptions denoting their services. You can see the image which is showing the Parahita original image which was kept in our Medical Heritage Museum. This is a land grant given by the an image depicting the land grant to the physicians of the Parahitacharyas. So major inscriptions on physicians from various fields of expertise, you can see. So Saidapur inscription, which I have already told you about the Agalaya. So this endowment was made to Agalaya, the royal physician of Jayasimha court on the lunar eclipse. So Agalaya, an expert in Ayurveda and surgery. You can see a single stone pillar inscription near to Hyderabad city. So Shastreswara Ayurveda Acharya Bhattabhavadeva. So this was found in Ananta Vasudeva temple in Bhuvaneshwar. So this is also a temple wall inscription which tells about Bhattabhavadeva, who is a famous surgeon, has the knowledge of surgery. Shastreswara Ayurveda, Ayurvedic medicine and surgery. So you can see the temple and the stampage which we made there. Sivayoginatha temple inscription of. So the inscription holds the information about the register of a grant of Vanaveli and a house to Ambatta, resident by the name Aryan Vittara Solan. So Silyakriya Bhoga, land grant for performing surgery. So he used to do the surgery free of cost. For that, king used to provide the grant. That is Silyakriya Bhoga. You imagine. Okay. So Meenakshi Amman temple inscription. So it tells about Vishavidya, land grants to a toxicological or Vishavidya. These are some examples I have given. There are hundreds of such inscriptions, major inscriptions about physicians, their proud roles in the society. So this is Phanagiri inscription, tells about the Agrabhishaja of Bhimasena. So nowadays the Prime Minister used to call other country people in August 15th. He allows the person to hoist a flag. In the same manner, the king, though he is available there, he allowed the Agrabhishaja to erect this Dharma Chakra. This is a Dharma Chakra of Buddhistic. So chief physicians have been given such a role, such a respect in the society. So it tells about the Agrabhishaja Bhimasena. You can see this is the Phanagiri hill. This is the inscription in Brahmi script. You can see the wonderful estampage which we made. Talamanchi plates of Vikramaditya 660 AD. So this was issued in the 6th year of Chalukyas. So what it tells, this indicates that the Vaidyas were given special power to execute the grants. So this total grant was executed by a physician. That was also mentioned in the inscription, copper plate inscription. Like a subordinate king or a chief of a village. So the physician executed this land grant. So you can see Thana plates, wonderful inscription which tells about Hemadri, the Ayurveda Rasayana commentary of Ashtanga Hridaya writer. So it tells Hemadri, about Hemadri, he is the chief of the ministers. Means under the king, he maintains all the ministries. So he is the chief minister. He prepared a script by the name of Modi script, which was famous in Maharashtra. So he is the inventor of Modi script. He made a special architect of constructions of temples. He had been given the status of the subordinate king. So it has been mentioned before, because of Hemadri, the king was able to get a village, conquer a war. So he had been mentioned crest of jewel of ministers. So such a great positions were given to the physicians. Pandya copper plate grant from Sennamanur. So this also tells about the Agnivesha Kalpa. Means the physicians who follows the Charaka tradition of the physicians. Kuda cave inscription, physician Somadeva and his family were responsible for excavating this cave. So physicians excavated a cave and their name were also mentioned in the inscription. Bhimeshwara Swami temple inscription. This also tells about the Parahita Vaidyas, which I have already told you. Prevalences of certain diseases. Inscriptions tells about the prevalence of plague. So this Nandaluri inscription tells the prevalence of the plague in that village. So people left that village as per Charaka Samhita. So they came back when that disease was subsided. They have named the plague in the name of Marijvara. So all these were engraved in the inscriptions. Protection and maintenance of the medicinal plant gardens. So there are inscriptions on those things. There are inscriptions on veterinary practices. So this is Ashoka dual inscription, you know very well. So he told that there should be wells, there should be medicinal plant gardens for the curing of people and animals. So this is medical inscription of Yaragudi inscription of Andhra Pradesh, where the same thing has been mentioned. Sahadeva mastery in Pasu Ayurveda, I told you, in Andhra Pradesh, that is Pottapi inscription, which tells about a veterinary doctor. You can see this is the inscription. Kulipara plates of Arikesari. This Arikesari was an expert in Gajatantra. So, expert veterinary doctor, in that also specialized in elephants treatment. Major inscriptions and donations of medicines. There are hundreds of medicines, especially Sravana Belagala. If you see, major inscriptions tells about the donation of food, medicines and everything to the needy. All these inscriptions tells about the donations of Ayurvedic medicines. Even in Nasik cave also, it tells about the donation of medicines. Yoga. So I already told you, a king who knows very well this Ashtanga Yoga, who practices Ashtanga Yoga has been mentioned in a Wabil Kol inscription. In the same manner, you can see major inscriptions on Prasada. If you consider the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam itself, 500 inscriptions were there about the donations given by the kings of different periods. How many types of prasadas have been made? You can see the words Amutupatti, Tiruponakam, Tirukkanna Mata, Appapatti. So different types. I have written an articles on this prasada. You can go through and you can see that article, how many kings, how much amount of money they have given, how much of gold they have donated, how much of field they have donated for the maintenance of this prasada, how many ingredients have been given, how those prasadas have been prepared. There is tilanna, there is sarshapanna. So like that, how much ghee was used in the preparation, what is the ratio, everything, every minor things have been engraved on temple walls. You can go through this Raja temple, even in Tanjavur temple inscriptions also you can find this prasada inscriptions. This is Tanjavur. In that also they have mentioned how much 130 kalim of paddy in exchange of 4 nari of old rice, 1 araku of ghee, 6 kariyambu, 1 uri of parupu amadam, pulses. So like that they have mentioned how many how many bananas should be given, how much per day, in what time, what prasada should be given, how much should be kept as a reserve. So everything was engraved on our temple walls. This is our heritage. So there are so many inscriptions which tells about different medicinal plants. There are inscriptions you can see in Hampi, elephant's delivery, how it happens. It was engraved on the temple. Okay, delivery scene was engraved on the temple. You can see multiple Hatha Yoga coaches in Hampi temple wall inscription. This is a standing delivery scene. Now, even present day modern people are considering if in a standing position the delivery has been made, they will get more pressure and the normal delivery will taken place comparatively on lithargical position. Here you can see a lady preparing the medicines, another lady thinking how the delivery will happen. This is on Airavateswara temple sculpture at Darasaram of Tamil Nadu. Like that, so many medical sculptures are there. There are Kumarahar excavation site in which so many things were collected. They are reference for Dhanvantari, reference for Kalvas, reference for Arogya Vihare. So Arogya Vihare nothing but hospital. So everything was available in Bihar, that Kumarahar excavations. Like this, you can see some information from Mohenjo-daro, you can see from Harappa. So there are so many things, so many medical inscriptions are available in India. We are having huge medical heritage. You can go and see in detail through our institute website. Just I will take 2 minutes more. I will show our institute website. You can see this is our Sahi portal. Just by clicking on this one, you can directly go to all copper plate inscriptions. Just by clicking on any of your selection, you will get the complete details. If you want to see the images, also images will come. Complete details will come. Sahi ID, everything as for source, which kingdom, which lineage, everything, time period, materials, medical information, description, text, transcription, and image. Everything will come. This is about Sahi. So you can go through it and you can see another portal, Amar. We have made a descriptive catalog of 4,700. Another 3,000 we are going to keep. You can just click on this portal. So if you want to see any manuscript also, so you can just click on that. So you will get the details. You will get author beginning, author ending, and everything. Even you can go through what we call rare books also. In the same manner, if you want to see, you can just click it. You will get the details. If you want to see the rare catalog, simple catalog, you can get multiple resources. And if you want to see the periodicals also, for example, Arogya Journal, so you have to select the journal issue. Then if you submit, it will give the content, how many in content, both in original language and with the diacritical or in English equivalent. So like that, we have kept everything available. So this is our institute website, niimh.nic.in. You can go through it. You can see all our Indian medical heritage, our Ayurvedic heritage. You can go through Sahi. You can go through our email catalog also. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, Bhujangara Bopade.
Thank you, sir. It's really a great feast for all of us regarding the study of this all Ayurvedic heritage in India. हम सभी लोग अपने आसपास के जो प्लांट्स होते हैं, जो भी मेडिकल हेरिटेज है, उसको सिर्फ देखते हैं, बट उसका अध्ययन करना, सामान्य व्यक्ति के लिए भी समाज में उसका उपयोग करना. जब हम कल कुछ दिन पहले भी बात कर रहे थे, हॉस्पिटल्स में जाते हैं तो लाखों रुपए हम लोग डाल रहे हैं, बट हमारे आसपास में ऐसा जो ट्रेजर छुपा हुआ है, सिंपल सी चीजें जैसे टर्मरिक पाउडर है, बट उसका यूज कितना होता है ये हमको पता होना चाहिए. ऐसे लोग जो इसको कर रहे हैं, इतना जी जान से काम कर रहे हैं. अभी आपने सर का पोर्टल देखा, अमर पोर्टल को देखा, जो काम कर रहे हैं, जिस इंस्क्रिप्शन की सर बात कर रहे थे. यस, we are humbly thankful to you, sir. Maybe because of some problem you disconnected, but it's really a great treasure for all of us for the study and for use it for the society too. So definitely we all will be try for to provide you the things. Just I have one small question. Is this inscriptions heritage up to the British period also, British era?
Sir, this is right from up to British period also.
Pre-independence era.
Pre-independence also. Yes.
So nice. Then we have some wonderful inscriptions in Dhulia also of 1825. Then on 4th July 2021, I had discovered one inscription in Dharangaon, which is a taluka place of Jalgaon district. And this Deccan Herald published the news regarding it too. Victoria donated some funds to establish one Prasutika Graha there. And India's first military hospital, we can say, established by Outram, who was then become the Senapati in Second World War for the British. So he established one hospital in Dharangaon, and there is a really beautiful inscription. I got it because of the collector Abhijit Raut there, and published another inscription regarding this Outram, but it's a cylindrical inscription. So this is another just I want to add. Definitely we will provide the data of this all period too. Very happy to be in this session for me too. मेरे लिए भी ये बड़ी खुशी की बात है कि हम बहुत कुछ सीख पाए इससे. फिर हम जरूर मिलेंगे, बात करेंगे इसमें के बारे में.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. So now it's a lunch break, and we will meet in online 3 o'clock.